Good morning, traders. How you guys doing? Good morning, traders. Can you guys hear me? Awesome. All right. Here you go. Can you guys also check on the YouTube that streaming is on, is working on both sides? Perfect. Perfect. Yes. I'm sharing it now. All right, let's do that. But do you guys see my regular screen? That's all right. Okay. So let's see how does it today go. Today I'm really not really excited. It's likely with a choppy day or something because today is a FOMC. And as you know, that when there is an FOMC, the market try to follow the trend and stay within the range at least the first few hours, and then things start building up, and that's where basically go and make the direction, or sometime even the direction comes in post FOMC. But overall market is extremely strong, extremely bullish, and all the semiconductors, all the mega gaps, and all the growth stocks are setting up very nicely. So there is no reason for thinking pessimistic about the market. As we've discussed in the previous sessions, the market has moved along it seems like the February, March, and the beginning of the first week of April. I know we just passed few days, but it's just a month now, but it seems so far in the distance the way the market has pushed up all the way these levels. The market has retrieved all the breakdowns and all the supports, claimed all the resistances, and now very close to all-time high. So I want to show you something here. Let me just bring it. So meantime, I'm pulling that information. Give me a thumbs up on both the Bookmap and our regular LiveEdge streams. And let me just pull that information for you. I'm just pulling the information. Okay. So lots of, and okay, let's look at this one. Yeah. Look at it. So this is the Nasdaq equal weight ETF. If we see here, and you're gonna, all right, so let's look at it together. So if you remember, this was a market top. This was a previous top. Market broke out and then failed. And when it failed, what we noticed that the market was just continually grinding down. There was no pullback, just slightly pullback here, but then nothing else. And if you look at it, this is, if you want to say head, and we say this is the shoulder and neck, it's not clearly if you want to say that after the bottoming price action. Right now, we are very close to this zone where we have a prior resistances and rejection. So it's a very strong level at this point, very strong level. And if we're able to clean this up, then, this market is nothing short than the COVID-19. Mark my word, because this pullback is nothing more, nothing less than the COVID-19. Because if you recall, when this was happening, we were giving references that this is similar to what we have seen in the COVID-19. This sharp downside move. Look at this one. So this one was the COVID-19. And I don't know if you can see, let me just move everything out. And if you look at it, do you see any difference here? And the information I'm sharing right now, you will not gonna find beforehand. Once market gonna happen, then you're gonna talk about it. But what I'm sharing you is gem, right? We are looking at it, analyzing it, not later, but we are analyzing it for, and I'm gonna discuss more into our methodology session, which is more discreet and private and the paid clients. I'm gonna discuss more, but I'm just gonna give you a hint that think about it is there any difference between market looking here and market looking here? And tell me, if I don't tell you the time difference, you might not gonna see the difference. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Exactly, right? That's ex that's exactly what I'm saying. Miguel, can you just do me a favor? Can you also put the notes onto the LiveEdge stream on the YouTube, the welcome messages, and also give reference to the book map here as well? Good morning, Dan. Good morning. Ken Digger has changed his name with the Master JD. Are you the same person? Because I see the similar picture. So yeah, it is very similar, and we're gonna explore more, and we're gonna see how we can take advantage when we see this momentum. We really want this a little consolidation here, and if it is what I see, we're looking for this upside, maybe SPY 7,000, 8,000. You never know. So when last time this kind of a thing happened, we moved almost 300 to 477, almost 177 points. 177 points move came in. So if we do the same thing here, so we look for the 7,000, 8,000 points SPY. But remember, there are some differences, but one similarity for sure that Trump was present in both time. So President Trump is the Trump card. Yeah, so any questions? So we need to be today, I think today we're gonna look at the deep dive into in the post, see little zoom in and we'll see that the 30 minutes and 60 minutes, but market seems really bullish. I'm not sure whether how we're gonna trade today, given market is in the very tight range. We have an FOMC, we have a lot of resistances. What my plan is that if we are able to clean this area and break out, then we might have a chance to 5980 and then 6,000 retest. But I would rather prefer that market go up and then fails and then come back into this range and consolidate. So this may be this side we will take as a trade because breaking out at this point is doable, but I think market need a little consolidation and breather into on the daily chart. So if you look at the daily, we have a back-to-back move, right? So this was a Sunday evening, this was a Monday, this is Tuesday, and now so it's really moved a lot in 4 days. Either is going to be a small consolidation day, and if it's not a consolidation day and it's breaking out like this, that could possible. How it could possible that market go here before the FOMC and FOMC announce the rate cut or something, and the market just boom. It can also possible, and very likely the scenario also possible. Then market just float around here before the FOMC and after FOMC, it's just climb back up. All right, just give me 1 second. All right, so let's see how does it play. But I guess that I'm really interested to see what happened here and if we can get the consolidation and breakout. So I will not resist. If it's breakouts happen, then we can just leave the breakout trade given market is strong. And one of the scenario is possible that market going to break out and stay. We don't have too much range. We don't have a range of mistake. So if it break 59.50, we have only chances to get the 59.60, 59.70. So it's very tight range. I'm not really expecting to move up, but it's also possible that market just break out and then come back down during the FOMC, before the FOMC, and after FOMC, just move back. So this is also one scenario I can imagine. So if it breaks out, then we will not question it. We will just go along with the market. But if market fails and go below this level, then we can think about it. Because even if you look at it, this is the almost 15 points range of today's candle. So is a bit consolidation, lighter, shorter candle. Hello, guys on the YouTube. Do you have any questions? I don't know. 6 town. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. The FOMC and NVIDIA results both can push the price up 6,000. It can easily possible, but maybe this week is possible. I don't know about today. And guys, we have a lot of partnership coming up. So if you're interested in funded programs and directly going into the funding program, right? Just not the evaluation, but directly getting the payout. So we had a partnership with the Tradify. So you can use those Tradify account. You still earn learning, so you don't need to risk your own money. You can risk the funded accounts. And if you make money, you can get the payouts. So Tradify has a better rules. They don't have an intraday trailing drawdown, so it's a better partner, and this is the only one in the industry which provides you straight to SIM, which means that the straight to earning program. So if you make money, there's no evaluation, you directly get the profit. So please explore this and use the R code. So this way you can support us as well. Do you guys trying the book map? What you call the book map on your iPad? How do you feel? What does it look like? Yeah. No, just the stream the Bookmap YouTube on your iPad. Awesome. All right, okay. So yeah, but I think the overall is a bullish trend for sure. Forget about what in the February and March. This is just it was just a noise, I guess. Really strong. But look at the see market didn't give it any chance of any pullback. Every small shallow dip has been bought back up. It is unbelievable. The way market has pulled, just ripping. I was even thinking this is just gonna come a little bit down. I mentioned to you that I basically close all my position on my for one, so I don't hold any ETFs now. So I was wanted to come to see here and I can get back in, but it's just moved back up, so I'm not in yet. But if it breaks out happen, then I'm likely gonna start adding into a position. It's maybe that this is the last time we are looking at the 6,000. Once the NVIDIA things clear up or FOMC clear up, look really strong at this point based on the price action and the way just the recovery happened over 20% in the market. There's no reason at all to be bearish in this market. Let's see here what does it look like. See here, so that's exactly what happened. Market pulled back again. And if you look at it here, this just imagine what happened here. And you can see what I'm telling about that this is just an insane market. So look at it. So market topped, if you look at it here, this is the 4 o'clock, right? Market closed. Just to okay. So market closed and market topped here around 7, 8 o'clock. Okay. Then Asia and the London session is just sell off. Okay. Very tiny range. So how many hours, if you can count from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock, right? So almost 7, 8 hours, right? 7, 8 hours of, slow sell off. What happened in just 1.5 hour? Look at this. 7 hours of sell off and just 1 hour and 30 minutes. Boom. So this is the craziest price action. I basically woke up at around, I checked the market around when this candle is breaking out. And I said, hey, should I take it? At the time I was on the cell phone. And I say, you know what? No, I don't want to do it. I'm really tired. I don't want to take it. And then after 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I saw ES was here, almost 15, 20 points up. So it's really insane the way price is moving at this point. Yeah. So Miguel, there are two streams, right? So add the same messages what you have on the book map, just add into the other stream as well. If you want the link, I can give it to you, the other link. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing, right? So like yesterday, we are doing the two streams. Okay. So one is a bookmap stream and one what we are talking about so on the bookmap, we are just showing bookmap. There is no analysis. So, so now, yeah. All right. Okay. So now again, so let me just say to everyone. I will stream 2 streams every day. One is just for the book map. There will be a no sound, just the book map. Okay. And what you can do if you wanted to put the book map on the one screen just to see everything, you can just put the book map as a screen, right? The other screen is basically the streaming of the live trading. What I'm talking about right now is going into that stream. We're sharing my charts and then I'm speaking. So there will be 2 streams. So I would suggest every one of you to keep the book map. If you don't have a book map, keep the book map stream on you. Okay. So you can see a real-time ES and NQ. And I'm not moving much. So you're gonna see exactly ES and NQ both into the one screen. Very visible, CBD and everything is so clear. And the other screen is you just give me a thumbs up. And if you can keep it open on the YouTube until we get the most, viewers, that will be helpful. That will just help YouTube algorithm to push our channel forward. We are growing. We are growing. So we have a lot of new things are coming up as well. So I'm gonna introduce you as we move along. I don't want everything at once, but slowly. I'm working 24/7. Sean never sleeps. So right now we see a clear rejection again on the 59.48. And that's going to be interesting that we have a clear 59.50, which was I was talking about earlier, that we have a clear resistance coming up. So now it's very clear for us that if 59.50 breaks with the volume and we see a support, it's gonna help us. So everyone go to the book map. I'm gonna show you something. When you open all of you the book map, I'm gonna explain you something on the book map. Just let me know once you guys have the book map open because I cannot share my screen. See, so let me tell you. So do you guys see let me explain to you here. So do you see the SVP here? Right? And if you look at it, SVP, how it is narrowly saturated between the one zone. Do you see that? Right? Yeah, you see that what does really mean? It really means that majority of the transactions or trades happening within this range. So this is the most acceptable price for the market today. But what is more strange and really interesting today that we have from the visualization perspective, we only see a big order on 59.25 and 59.50. Do you see that? And I think that is very crazy. So it just really shows us that if if price move away from this profile, this price range, market have a ability to really expand very quickly because we don't see a big buyers, big sellers. We only see a very narrow range price acceptance. It also means that there's no push today on either direction. This might be chop. Book seems more balanced. There is no upside orders. There's no downside orders. Everything located in a one place. But it's also interpretation is if market if able to expand it and go above 59.50 and 59.25, if they expand these ranges, then market can really push really high. And I think Dan was asking that can we do the 6,000? Yes, we can do 6,000 if we can have an expansion with the news. That's why we see we are so narrowly trading at this point. The moment we went up, we just came back down because there's no volume profile there. So 59.50, it's really important for us to see the break. All right, now you can move back to the normal screen, but yes, that's I wanted to showcase to you guys. There's FOMC. I'm close to break even on the red for the week. If you remember, yesterday we had the break even trade And then yeah, today this morning I just tried a quick short, but I entered it and then closed it immediately. I didn't like it. When this sell-off was happening, this 30 minutes, at that time I entered, but I then closed it quickly. So I'm very slightly red. But today I feel like today's may not be the day to push the limits. Maybe go very small size. It's not the trending day. Likely be it's gonna be a choppy session, FOMC and everything, unless the momentum comes in once FOMC news comes in. But if we see a strong momentum, prices pushes up, start pushing up, and we'll see a strong volume, then we cannot ignore it. We can go. But we know Nvidia results today. Tesla is already skyrocketing. It's already 366. Apple almost above the 200. Everything is moving very nicely at this point. Yep. I've given a thumbs up. I don't see that many thumbs up. On the book map, I only see 3 or 4, and then live stream, I don't see any thumbs up. So please appreciate it. I see the start. A lot of I don't know. A lot of our traders have blew up their account last week or what? Because I don't see people showing up. So this is pretty normal that when the traders blow up, they basically just don't show up for a few days. I'm working on one program and I'm gonna discuss tomorrow, not today. But that would be the very strong program, which some highlights is that since we had nothing else to discuss, so that program for traders who really wanted to be consistent, looking for accountability, looking for making sure that they basically get that reset. I see the lot of traders are good traders and they don't need another strategy or another holy grail. What they really need is the help to break that cycle. Sometimes we just get stuck in the pattern, our mindset, that we are unable to break those patterns, whether it's an impulsive trade, afternoon revenge, sudden start seeing some strategy, something happen with our spouse or something, and then we start taking things out on the trading. So you just need to solve that one piece, just to need to break that. So I'm planning to launch something on those line, which will be a 16 weeks mentorship program, which is called the Rise and Reclaim, Rise, Reset, and Shine, the comeback for every trader deserve. It may include more one-on-one coaching, accountability. I can see all of your trades. I will help you to build the trade book for you, that how you can trade. And that will be my founding member. So I'm basically expecting people to coming out from those programs and help me to push our channel forward. So I'm going to spend time with them in that program, and my vested interest is that I want them to be consistent. So it's just not going to be a program where you just buy and then just do whatever you do. No, I would have the control to see what you trades. We will introduce the strict penalties if you do revenge trades on your account. Whatever trade you want to do revenge, do on your simulator. You're not allowed to take any live trades based on your playbook. So if our playbook is 9 to 11, then all the trades need to come from 9 to 11. Doesn't really matter. Market is always going to move. Market is moving. Market is just like a Netflix stream, right? It's moving. It's 24/7, but you cannot trade 24/7. What you need to do is to have your focus playbook. And focus playbook means that you know what your windows of trading are, and you just trade with them. And you do not need that many windows to trade if you really wanted to be consistent. But if you wanted to catch every 1 minute of the move, then you're gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle with impulse, emotions, and you will never able to break your cycle. If you really want to break your cycle, I think I was reading one quote yesterday, and if I recall correctly, what was that? Let me just search it. I think it was really nice quote. Let me just quickly search that on the Google. It was beautiful quote. which really explain what we are doing right now, or a lot of traders. So if you're really interested in being profitable, you really need to break the cycle. Yeah, so I got it. I think this is a Henry Ford quote. If you always do what you have always done, you always get what you always got. So if you're not happy what you got and you really wanted to change to get something different, then you have to do something different as well. Then don't complain that if you are still not consistently profitable trader, if you're not willing to change. And remember, change is hard. Change is not easy, right? Change is hard. And especially when the change is to reprogram your subconscious. Change is hard. Change is really hard. And it's hard because that sometimes is really not, you don't even understand, right? You don't know how to change because you don't have that support. You need another trader. You might find a psychologist or the psychology programs and the YouTube videos, but that will not help you. You need someone to hold your hand and take you step by step and push you to the other direction. And it takes time, it takes a lot of effort from both sides. But if you wanted to change your results, if you were not happy where you are and you wanted to go away somewhere else, your dream and aspirations are higher, then you need to do something different, right? So yeah, see, market's still there. We have did a lot of good discussions, but market is still there and didn't move at all. As we said, if you look at the book, go back to the book map, we talked about the SVP and look at it, market is still within the same chalk price stone. Market is not going anywhere. Not anywhere. So keep watching the book map, keep book map on. It's really important. It will help you to navigate some of these markets when the market is really choppy. It's really hard to just look at the candlesticks and make out of it. So book maps are important. So keep it open. How many of you guys are excited today that you're gonna see a big move today? Dan, are you excited? Here you go, my friend AGK. How you doing? AGK, are you logging from India? Because I see, yeah, because I see on the YouTube demographic breakdown and I only see one person or one very tiny percentage from the India, so I likely be AGK. Yeah, man, there's a lot of interest in the Indian community about the future. So spread the words, bring your friends, AGK, on this channel. Yeah, I saw that. I think Nifty is also ripping higher after this sell-off on April. So Nifty, this is if you're looking for the emerging market exposure for your long-term investment, Nifty is really good. I think a lot of mutual funds that have an emerging market exposure, they're investing in India. They see a big potential in this growing economy. So if you wanna, not a financial advice, but if you wanted to explore for your retirement funds to get some exposure into foreign countries, I was listening some other day on the CNBC, and they were talking about that there's no one mutual fund who has a mandate to invest in the emerging market and it doesn't have an exposure in India. Yeah, I think because I think the 24/7 Bitcoin is, yeah, you're right. They're more like Nifty or the Bitcoin and gold. It's much easier for everybody to trade. So 9:15, market is not moving anywhere, still in the same place. So we'll see. My plan is to stay patient. 950, 950 could be an important level. If it breaks out, I'm still planning to go smaller size, given the slow price action and the ranges we have. So welcome people on the YouTube. If you have any question, feel free to write it down and we'll try to explain to you. Stay tuned. The trading will start in 15 minutes and then we going to trade live. If you are on the LiveEdge trading session and if you wanted to see a book map, there is a book maps streaming on simultaneously. So you can also explore the book map as well. Yep, people are showing up now, I think closer to the 9:30. All right, so I'm just gonna take a 1 minute break and I will be back. And yeah, keep watching the market. I don't think so will break out now. But if it breaks out now before the market opens, that's just gonna be the sad story. Right, I'll be back. Did you guys see on my hat? Is this visible, the smart traders, or it's not visible? Is it visible on the hat? It says the smart traders, or it's not visible. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna put on the shop then. If you guys want to order, you can order that. And I think Mig will get the good idea that instead of just say smart traders, we're gonna put the smarttraders.com. So just a website, something. So if you guys have any idea, just share your ideas and we can work on it. And it's summertime, so everyone likes to wear hats. You play baseball or anything. We can create some baseball caps and everything. It's summertime, so everyone needs that. You know what? One interesting when I was looking at the demographics and the I don't have any single individual in our chat room as a female user. They're all male, all men's, all boys. There is no female. I don't know. They purposefully changed their gender. They're all male now, or I don't know. But there was no in the demographic on the YouTube viewerships. I have a zero viewership among the female. So I was so curious why we don't have any. Yeah, I wanted to get the female viewership. Yeah, still 9 minutes. I don't know. Market is not just going anywhere. So let's just set it up. Given we are 9 minutes away, and we can just look at the NQ as well. So if you look at the NQ, looks much more stronger, almost close to breaking out of 21,500, 550, and then 600. So it's really strong. The question is that is this going to be the day like this, what we have seen on the May 26th, or we're just gonna rip? All right, get ready. We might gonna find something. It's trying to break down. So what happens here if we go below this ranges, what happened here? See, right now, if we go below the 59.36, we can go for a small scalp for the 2 point stop loss. And I'll go very small size. It seems maybe like a yesterday, we might gonna see and close the gap and come back to 159.20 because I don't see any big orders here. But you know what, there's a VWAP here as well, but it has to go below 59.36 because I see still the orders which are holding on the on NQ side as well. You know what? I mean, leave it. Don't take it because what I'm looking at it right now, even though it's trying to break down, and it likely we're gonna go break down and go retest the VWAP, but VWAP is only 3 points away, and there are a lot of support on the NQ side under 21,500. I'm not in the trade, even though I see this breakdown can possible, but there's a VWAP and there are a lot of support around on this area. I won't take it. All right, so 5 more minutes. Let me just put it back here and just let it remove. Okay, so we can see here. So this is what I was talking about. See, this could have a sell-off to continue, but I felt like there's a VWAP and other supports are so close, so I don't really trust it. It likely may fall, but I don't know how far it's gonna go. Right? Welcome everyone. So we have almost good strength are coming up. So if you have not thumbs up and subscribe, Marcus still have few minutes. Please give us a thumbs up on the YouTube. And we have a two streams going on at this point. So those who are joined just now, one is for Bookmap. So if you don't have the paid version of your Bookmap, you can use that into your one screen. And then the other screen is the live stream of what the charts on the Discord. So one stream is streaming the Discord and other stream is just the Bookmap, which has no sound, nothing, just streaming clean Bookmap. And both the streams links are included in the chat area. So if you want to go and give a thumbs up and like, you can go ahead and see a small tiny pullback And as I said, I was not trusting it. See, market just pulled back up again, given a lot of support on NQ, and repurpose was so close. So 15 more seconds. Good luck. We'll see if we can find there's a FOMC today. So we need to be very careful how we trade. There likely be we don't find a good setup today given the choppiness, but if we can find, we can just quickly grab and leave. We can't stick. Good luck. The first move came in up, trying to break out 59.42. Just retesting the pre-market high at this point. Watching. All right, so it's rejected the pre-market high. So still within the range. I'm not doing anything at this point. So if you look at the first 2 minutes, they're really doji, right? Indecision candle. I don't know which direction needs to go. Market needs to go here. We have the high of the yesterday, and then we also have the pre-market high on the top. We have a VWAP below. A market is above the VWAP. It's really strong, and market is really strong. Unbelievably strong market. If we get a little bit more consolidation here, we can go long over the pre-market high breakout with a small size. So if your normal size is 4 contracts of MES, you just go with the 2 contracts. Because today is the FOMC week, FOMC day, there likely be the market doesn't want to move that much. So we need to be cognizant about it and making sure that we don't take too much risk. Okay, so this is nice consolidation. Let's see if he breaks above the 59, 44, 45. We can look for 5 point risk here, but we want this to break out here. So watch the 59.45 closely. We are a bit extended from the VWAP. We are a bit extended from the VWAP, but we are on the very small, tight range. Okay, I'm not long yet. If it's gonna break out now, I'm gonna go long. Over 59.45. I'm long. Okay, it's struggling. Couldn't break. It just went once, slightly moved up and then start struggling again. So small size, as I said, that we don't know. Don't over stretch on this trade. The only reason is that the market is really strong and bullish. Hold it all the areas. Has a good potential to move back up, but don't take too much risk on it. It's taking too long. If you have 2 contracts, you can reduce to 1 contract. The only reason is taking a little longer to break pre-market high. Okay. So if you have 2 contract, you can reduce it to 1 contract. And if it breaks out, we can enjoy it. Look at this moving, but it's not moving. It's not able to clear this up. It's very slowly grinding up. So just reduce your size as I'm not trusting this move anymore. So I'm not trusting this move. And if you are on the break even, and even if you want to bail out your trade, you can even bail out this trade as well. The way it's moving so slowly doesn't have any momentum, but it can squeeze, but I don't know how far it's gonna go. Unlikely it's gonna reach the profit target because NQ is still struggling to break the pre-market high, and NQ was much stronger in the morning, and they both were extended from the VWAP. So we still have 2 minutes to finish this 5 minutes. It's 9:30 at this point. I've also reduced myself on this trade. I don't like it as much. It might still break out given the strong in the market. Market can just easily grind up, but it doesn't have that momentum what we're looking for. Awesome. It's moving in a direction. Good. Let's see what it does on 59.50. I'm just lifting my trailing stop loss. I don't want this to go against me now. Very nice. 6 points. Come on. We got almost 6 points. Keep moving. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see if we can go and push one more to 1555. But if not, I'm just raising it my stop to the 48. Awesome. All right. It's moving. Come on. Come on, baby. Anyone took the trade with me? You did? Awesome. All right. That's good. Okay. As far as, yeah, as far as, so see, see, it's not necessarily you're gonna regret. So the point is that you save yourself from the big flush, right? So if you're able to get this intuition and where you can identify those slow trends, as far as you're not losing money and you break even or slightly green, it's still the good trade. Because if you look at it, how many times it's tried to reject it, can easily reject and come back to the low of the range, right? So that you won't need to avoid it. So you did it well, you managed your trade well, and that's what it is. The discretion is that you manage those things to making sure that you don't take the big hit. And when the momentum is dying down, and you see the momentum is dying down, then you don't need to force and hold the trade just because you're in the trade. And guys, YouTubers who are on the YouTube, if they have any questions, please leave it on the comment section. I'm looking at it, and I hope you guys have also taken the trade with us and made some money. So we'll see now. So this is the 5950. If we could get the consolidation and market breaks out here, this could be a very important level of the absorption of 5950. Market has NQ is already broke out from 21,550. Let's see if we can hold the 21,550. So if you look at it, it's just the 2 minutes up, break the pre-market high. Now we need to see whether the market, whether the ES and NQ can hold the pre-market high or not from the backside testing. And if we can hold the backside testing of the pre-market high, could be a strong bullish signal for us to go along. So I'm watching this 59.45. And if you look at the book map, you see a lot of orders here. So another 1 minute left into 9:45. First 10 minutes are really bullish in the market. Both are green. Nvidia is selling off, Tesla is selling off, Apple is selling off. Yep, NQ is losing the pre-market high. ES is well above the pre-market high. Yep, it's still holding. Let's see, does it hold? Yep. So let's see what it does. Can it hold the pre-market high or it can just sell off here? And if a sell off, we can look for the short and we can go and look for the gap closure of this trade. Today we have the overnight gap of 59.30, so we can see that if we can gap close. In NQ, we have much more higher gap than the ES. I'm watching it here. If we can get let's see how this candle closes. So under 59.45. Under 59.45 for short. And if we're able to reclaim and move over the highs, then we can look for the longs. But right now I'm looking more short bias. Seems like the market wanted to close. And Q has already below the pre-market high. So I'm gonna go short under 59.45. Okay, I'm short. Okay, I'm short. It's working very nicely. Let's see if we can get a quick flush here. Very good trade so far. I like those trades when it's quickly moving your direction. I'm gonna take the partial close to when it's gonna break the VWAP and go under 59.35 or maybe 59.36. Another 3 more points. Very good trade so far. Come on, push one more. One more. Come on. One more push. Very nice. It's a VWAP now. Can it break the VWAP? And we want them to break the VWAP and the ES opening range as well. Just one flush. The way it fell. Trap the long sides. Very nice. Come on. If you can push one more. Come on. Come on, push down one more, one more. Very nice. Awesome trade. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. One more, one more, one more. Come on, a little bit, one more push. Come on, just one flash to the close the gap. Overnight gap, close the overnight gap. Come on. Come on. Very nice. Come on. Beautiful. 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 Come on. Close the gap. Close the gap. Gap close. And I took the partial here. Any YouTubers, any from the Discord have taken the trade? Still moving? Oh, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Look at this. Look at this. What a beautiful flush we had. Awesome. Oh man, what a trade. How many of you have taken the trade with me? And I don't want to hear that you said you have not taken the trade. Have you guys taken the trade with me? Woohoo! So where is excitement? You should have excitement in your voice. Say, yes, I do. I do. Awesome. Anyone from the YouTube who taken the trade as well? You know, we started the new thing. It's a great idea, introduced by one of our community member, that if you like the trade and you are just joining us free, and if you like to support the channel, you can use the tip us the link and you can provide us anything from $5 to anything up. Feel free to join us and provide your support. So this is a good trade, very good trade, right? So now we have closed the gap, right? We have closed the gap now. It's likely we're gonna see the bounce. So we look forward to see that if we can hold this level. And I was just expecting that today is a FOMC day, so likely be the range day. So when we saw that the range was stuck in the morning, it couldn't break the pre-market high. We look for the short setup to go and get it our support. You still have a potential. So if it's reject the VWAP, we can take the another leg down and can easily go to 59.20, 59.10 is the target. Easily, can easily go. So we look to see that if we can find the setup again. So it just rejected the VWAP. I entered a small contract again. A very small contract. 1/10 of my original size, so I don't want it to be red for the day. But if it's a range day, it's likely gonna go back and retest the 7 o'clock morning range, which is close to 59.20. Still moving. So let's see if we can get the break of 59.30. At this point, NQ is holding it. Another 130 seconds left in closing this 5 minutes. So if you look at it, Q is basically still have a room to go and close the gap and come below. Let's see, what does it do here? Can it break this level? It's a nice consolidation happening at this point. Still holding it. And basically, it is, if you look at it, it's trying to break this range 59.90. And if it's going to break, it's going to go to the overnight ranges. Very nice shot. Oh, very nice. Woohoo! Very nice. Very nice. Did you take this push down as well? So overnight gap is completely closed, both in ES and NQ. So take the partial and we'll wait for the next setup. If it's gonna give maybe one more bounce before it pull all the way to the range closer. Guys, I'm done. I'm done for the day. I'm done. Have you guys taken the trade? The second one? Why? What about you guys? No one? Oh man. No score? Dan. Dan must have taken Dan, Julian, John, David. Anyone? No? What? At least I have taken it. And I think still it's weak. It's just extended on the 5 minutes. If we get the 5 minute consolidation a little bit, we can, it seems to me that it can easily go and retest the pre-market low. So which sound do you like it? Do you want me to, when you don't take the trade, I will do this? And and when we have a red trade, we're gonna do this. And when you stay quiet, I will say this. Right. So still selling off. I still see the momentum is pushing down. It's a 10 o'clock mark. Let's see. Basically, in the 5 minute chart, it'll extend it. If we can get the smaller pullback again to 59.40 and then reject again, we can get it. If you look at the chart and you can see that SPY looks a little extended and ES doesn't look, NQ doesn't look as extended because NQ has the 5 minute consolidation nicely, but not as the ES. And as I mentioned to you that we have, and if you go back to the book map, and as we have discussed in the morning, that how important it is. See, exactly at the same level which we said that 59.30, there's a small price stability range, and that's exactly where the price start bouncing back again. So it's very important you keep an eye on the book map. We have a affiliate partnership now with the book map. So if you wanted to have your own book map, you can use that link and support as well. And if you don't want it, just stream with us. It's for you guys to support you because I know when I was starting out, it's really hard to pay all those expenses. So keep our live stream of Bookmap on your iPad, or it's going to visible. There's no voice, there's no sound. And I don't move that screen. It's completely fixed, so you can easily see the E as an NQ there. So we get a good bounce again, and it's rejecting again. Let's see if we can get the breakdown here. I wanted to look for the breakdown on the board together, E as an NQ, and then we can take the another leg down with a small size. But the thinking process is that if we sell off, we're likely going to retest this morning 7 o'clock range, basically. That's likely happen if we sell off here again. So it's trying to break down. Let's see what it does now. So there is still a lot of absorption at 59.30. If we really wanted to flash, we need to see that ES break below 59.30. So go small size if you want to go under 59.30 with the 5 point stop loss. Just go one contract if you want to try that. But don't go because if it bounces from here, it can spike quickly. Because if you look at the VWAP is on 538. So size appropriately. If you're already green, if you want to miss this trade, you can still miss this trade. But if you like to join, this is a risk. This is the third move down. So when the third move down comes in, of course, it is the late in the trend. So it's not as strong trade as the first two. But if you look at it, it's keep making lower highs and keep rejecting it. It is going to work if the E as an NQ break at the same time. If they both break at the same time, this trade is going to work and go all the way to the 59.20, 59.10, what we have the 7 o'clock morning range. So I see that only two people are watching our bookmap live stream. Let me know why you're not watching it. Is because of you have not many restrictions. You have restrictions. You don't have any choice on the screen side. Yes, John is better, is a good approach. Take your profit and leave. And yeah, enjoy your time. You don't need to stick around. I'm also going to just stick around a few more minutes if I get this another move leg up, leg down. But if we see a little significant bounce, I will just skip it because we remember if FOMC and FOMC week, people lose more than the people make money, right? Because market is a little strangely behave. And you remember FOMC week, then also we have a long weekend. Market has not given us the opportunity. Even the yesterday, it's grinding up without any significant movement. Always careful and look around those things. You don't need to force the trade. Market can easily just close the gap and move back up, is really strong. So you do not need to take a trade. And I don't see yet. We wanted to see the breakdown at the 59.30, and that's where we're gonna see, right? So no trade yet. Guys, give me some ideas. Write it down on the chat. Next weekend, what kind of a video lesson you would like to see on the YouTube? Or you think that if I make that, I will get more viewership. People, traders will be more interested in. Tell me, write it down, what you really like to see. All right, seems like it's going to break down now. Let's see what happens. Let's see, can it break down on the 21.59.30? Momentum is slowing down. All right, breakdown happened. Let's see, can it continue? Or it's gonna squeeze. It's not pushing, not pulling down, still bouncing. Another 1.5 minutes remaining. Still weak, but it's not pushing down. Okay, it's coming down now. Let's see, can it come down? If it breaks down, it could be a good trade. All right, it's pushing down now. I see the book map is really absorbed, a lot of selling pressure coming in. You just need to clear it out. Come on, a little bit more. One push down. Come on, absorb it. Come on, sellers, show your magic. Show your magic. Sellers are not able to break this level. I'm just out. I don't want to take more trade. That's it. It's tried. If you look at the book map, it tried a couple of times, and then there are a lot of buyers comes in and then absorbing all the aggressive sellers. So unless we clear this level, there's a hard chance that we're gonna see any flush. So anyway, all right. So I think we're just gonna close the transmission. I don't want to trade anymore. Do you guys have any questions? Anything you would like to discuss before we hang out, before I end the stream? Sure, yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's $40 is really good offer. And yeah. And any other question, guys? I think it's breaking down now, but I'm not in the trade and I'm not interested at this point. It's a lot of bottoming tail coming in. Yeah, so what I want two things from you. One is that if you can just write down the topics which you like to see on the YouTube, and I want to welcome you all those who have joined our in the Memorial Day sale. Really appreciate your support and coming in and joining our program. We are here for you. If you have any questions, anytime you can reach out to me directly. And those who have not joined and they're still interested, ping me. I will see what I can do for you guys. But the promotion is already over. So you're not gonna find that 75% off. But if you're still interested within this week, let me know. I will see what I can do for you in terms of giving some discount. And today is the May 28th. You have another 2 days for the free live Discord, but then otherwise you can always stream it on the YouTube if you're okay with the delay, because few seconds of delay can cost you a bit more than the membership price and then our company. And then I'm also promise you I'm going to launching the one reset programs for you guys, which is going to be more driven by a coaching rather than the strategy driven, more coaching driven. I'm gonna watch all your trades. I'm gonna look your trades. I'm gonna give you feedback, help you to play and create your playbooks, and making sure that you in 16 weeks basically is the 4 months period. Then you are all 4 months are green with us. So I'm working on it. Once I have things are finalized, I'm gonna share with you that plan as well. So another few minutes, you have any questions? If not, then we can just hang out. I'm just gonna end the stream. I'm gonna still keep the book map on until the 11 o'clock. If you wanna keep watching it, by all means, you can watch it. And appreciate if you can leave the comments on the YouTube channel. If you had the trade with us and you really enjoyed it, you made some money, I would really appreciate at least you give us something back in terms of comments, engagement, share. That will just help us to grow as a community. I see people showing just cat and getting millions of views. We are showing how people should make money and we're not getting that many views. Or we start showing cats too. Miguel, what do you say? Is it? I will wear the cat mask and my name will be Mr. Button. Huh? My nickname would be Mr. Button. And you're gonna say, hey, Miguel, then Mr. Button will come now and share this. Wow. That's oh goodness. Yeah, yeah. Look at the how see look at the how E is consolidating right now or how NQ is consolidating. E is just keep making lower highs and keep coming down, but NQ has just refused to come down every time. But it's still not going up, but is already refused to come down. Maybe now is the time that they're gonna all break down together. Likely be. The way market the NQ is just doing, it seems to me that it's gonna do a big fall to grab the liquidity. It's really the see look at this the NQ and ES the how they're pushing down, especially the ES. The way the ES is pushing down on the 5 minutes and 2 minutes, and NQ is just making bottoming tails over the overnight closing date. Remember, Miguel, you don't have that line, and I was telling you that how important it is this line is, and you can see this how it's creating a support. Just check how beautifully this is creating overnight sessions 12 p.m. 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. No, no, not I'm not talking about that, but I'm saying that look at it how important it is to see this line because it creates the support and resistance line. So look at how ES and NQ is moving around, hanging around at that level, and figuring out whether we need to break down or we need to still hold that line. So it's really important, very important. All right, guys, I guess we don't have any more trade, so we're gonna hang out. Don't trade on FOMC day. My advice is don't take trade alone. I don't want you guys to lose money. FOMC weeks sometimes the news driven and it's really hard. There's three types of reactions, sometimes aggressively bullish, aggressively selling, and sometimes it's just the no reaction, the chop reaction, right? So if it's a chop reaction, that's even harder to trade. And if it's aggressive buying, then even harder because you feel like, oh, it needs to come down, it's moved too much. And if aggressive selling, you start looking at the bounces, you say, oh, it's too much sell off, right? So it's not easy. It's not easy to understand and trade FOMC. So don't trade it. All right. So on this note, if you don't have any questions, I'm gonna close the stream and really appreciate all of you coming in, supporting us, watching our YouTube channel, and giving a thumbs up and like. Really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you.